Well, here you are. Another invitation to my brunch, my regular brunch. And what I do is cover a topic, and then after the topic, we go to brunch at my home, my cooking. This particular brunch is going to be about one of the attainments of my book, my new book, The Phoenix Self in Search of Methuselah. It's a psychological novel where I use real science, longevity science, and you're going to learn more about longevity than any gerontology text. And in the book, Enrique, who is a character that comes from my book, The Man from Autumn, that some of you have read, is now investigating what he calls the Methuselah Threshold. And this is really a way of looking at how literature and fiction can extrapolate and move into good science. So what he's doing is he went to the library, to the what's called the secret library of the Vatican, and he found that Methuselah was a mistranslation, that it wasn't a person but a group. So then he finds that there are people out there who are over 100 years old, 200 years old, and he then tries to find out what he needs to do about it. So in the Vatican, they tell him that he needs to go through 5 attainments, 5 different levels. And each attainment is taught by a master in each of the areas and parts of the world. The first attainment, and the good thing about this is whether you believe this or not, whether it's fiction or not, is really good longevity science. If you do the 5 attainments, you're going to increase the probability of becoming a centenarian. So the first attainment is about your cosmology, creating your cosmology. And the thinking there is that we don't know if God exists. We don't know if there's no God. Religion can't prove it to you. Science can't prove it to you. So you have to create your own cosmology of what is going to be in your life and what's going to happen beyond your life, the transcendental parts of your life and your life. And then you can decide whether there's intelligent design. You can decide that you're just going to be food for the worms when you die. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But you have to have a cosmology because your psychoneuroimmunology will respond to that. If you have an existential, transcendental conflict that has not been resolved, it creates stress. So in that part, what Enrique does, he goes to a monastery. There's an abbot who's an expert in the cosmology, and he explains and he teaches how to obtain your first attainment, and it's up to you. You decide. My own first attainment is that I believe that there's intelligent design. I don't know what God is. I don't know how the intelligent design works, but I believe that when we evolved and developed into consciousness, consciousness is no longer destroyable. It's like energy. So when your body leaves, consciousness contains and continues to go. That's my belief. But that is a belief that I find to give me the freedom to be at peace with myself and to move on with the ethics of my life, how it should be. So that's what it's all about. Read the book. This is just the first attainment. There are many, there are 5. And as you read it, you're going to find out so much of the research that I've done with centenarians, people who are over 100, and all of them have a cosmology. All of them have a way of looking at the world. And it's very important to do that. So now we finish here and we go to brunch, a brunch that I prepared just for you. So let's go. And now it's time for brunch. So move on over here. Anthropological artifacts. The mystical table. Candles, incense, Gregorian chants, African artifacts. And for brunch, I have a very special brunch prepared for you. I have here poached eggs on pumpkin seed and rye bread on a special Mario avocado pate with cilantro and lemon. And the poached eggs are just sprinkled with Spanish paprika, pimento. Here we have a specialty. This is Francis Molman's recipe. He's one of my favorite Argentinian chef. And you smash the potatoes, you bake them, turn them over, and then you put tapenade. You put a calamata, Greek call it tapenade. Then here, to go with it, will be, of course, a white albarino from Spain, from the area where my father was from. So this is what we're having, and I hope you enjoyed the topic for today. So just sit, enjoy, and bon appetit.